Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Box, the Technical Trader. It's Tuesday, November 3rd, and believe it or not, I'm suffering from some severe case of the hiccups, but I'm going to try to do a video anyway. Today's stocks, starting off with CardioNet beat. You can see that today with the chart in front of you has been basing for the last 4 months. Took a surge and jumped 51 cents or almost 10% on 840,000 shares. Now that's the biggest, excuse me, volume since July. And it may have triggered a new turnaround here. So you can see a breakout from this base could lead to next upside around that level. Let's call it a target on this around the 7 area, 7.25. That would be the target going forward for beat. Hold favored Brigham expiration BEXP after breaking out of this wedge base pattern in September and running up in early October, backed off and formed kind of a cup and handle here. Today, the stock jumped and closed just a couple pennies off the high for the day on 4.1 million, up 83 cents, and looks like it may have broken out of this pattern and could be headed for the top of the channel up around the 25.5, 26 zone. We'll call that our trading target for Brigham expiration going forward. CCME, China Media Express, which is a stock we liked and recommended after it broke out across the $12 level in October, ran up to 16 and change, backed off, consolidated in a flag pattern, turned it around, started moving, and then accelerated today up 201 and 2 million shares. That's 12%. You can see technical, unbalanced volume, money stream, all improving dramatically. It looks like parallel channels underway, and the top of that channel measures about the 24 range. That'll be my trading target for CME going forward. HOGS, Zhongpin Inc., which is a Chinese hog farmer, has been acting very strongly of late. It broke out of the base in July, consolidated, broke out, consolidated again, helped the moving average and trend line. Ran sharply from the 14.5 area up towards the 20-21 zone, consolidated for the last 3 weeks, and then today jumped $1.02 and broke out to new highs. Now, if you look at the long-term channel, you'll see that's near the top of that channel, but I'm looking for an acceleration and takes it up through here into the mid-20s, maybe even high 20s. HYC had a big price volume surge in September, consolidated for 5 weeks, and today popped 68 cents or 11.5% on 3.4 million shares, and that's the largest volume in about 5 weeks. That should, if we get any kind of follow through here, lead to about the 7.5 range, maybe as high as 8. That's my trading target on it. LJ International Jade popped out of a wedging coil type pattern and jumped 35 cents or 7% today and 900,000. Looks like an extension of this up channel is underway. The stock reads to me a target around the $7 range going forward. JKS Jinko has been a monster the last few days, having run from the 27.5 area to just under 40 today, 39.5. So about a 12-point move just in the last 6-7 sessions, and I can't predict that it's necessarily going to continue, but based on the chart pattern, it looks like this could be a $50 stock in the not too distant future. It has a lot of momentum, strong technicals and volume going forward. Kenexa, KNXA, broke out of a 4-week wedging type pattern yesterday, followed through today with an 89-cent pop, almost 5%. The volume was the heaviest in nearly 3 weeks today, and it looks to me like this stock could move into the 22.3 zone. LDK Solar popped out of a 3-week wedge, jumped to 81 cents or 7% on 8.8 million. That's the heaviest volume in 2 weeks. Next target is resistance around 14.5, secondary target up around 16. MIPS Technologies, MIPS, which exploded a week and a half ago, consolidated for several days here, flagging. Today it popped $1.04, went past 15, and looks like it may be headed for the 17.5, 18 zone, my next trading target for MIPS. Motricity is motoring up 325 today, 15.5% on over 1 million shares, and made new highs, new post listing and IPO highs, as you can see, with a sharply rising angle of ascent here. we're looking for a move that takes us potentially up towards the 31-32 zone eventually, but I'll give you a short-term target around, excuse me, 27. Up next is RITT. This is a very, very powerful looking pattern with a line base, explosive move with a big breakaway gap, a little 2-day flag, another 2-day pop, and then a 4-day flag. But this flag certainly looks like it's a setup for higher levels. If we get a move across 8-820, I'm looking for about 11.5 in the stock. I think you can get there too. It's thin enough and it could fly. TZOO also has been a very strong rising channel. Had a big run up 2 weeks ago, then settled into this little flag, and today popped out $1.57 or 4.7%. Volume had picked up with the heaviest volume in about 6-7 sessions. And it looks like we're headed towards the $40 range for my short-term travel target. Euro Plastics next, UPI. You can see the base pattern here. Breakaway gap with heavy volume today, up 82 cents or 18.6%. The stock could run here. Looking for move up towards the 6.5, 660 zone, the June high. And longer term, if you look back on the long-term channel, you see that potentially on a long-term basis, this stock is headed for somewhere potentially in the, excuse me, low to mid-teens. So keep your eye on the UPIs. It could be a big mover. And those are the ideas for tonight. This is HB signing off. We'll talk to you tomorrow night.